In the last 1500,000 years, the Indian subcontinent witnessed a cultural evolution. The archaic humans controlled fire, domesticated animals, and learnt agriculture. Along the way, they discovered copper, bronze, and iron that improved their tools. This cultural and technological progress led them to a settled life from being nomadic hunter-gatherers. Hi friends, my name is Akhilanand Singh. Welcome to another video on anthropology. This video caters to Unit 1.1 of the UPSC Anthropology Optional Paper 2. People interested in ancient Indian history would also find this video helpful. Historians, archaeologists, and anthropologists divide the prehistoric period in the Indian subcontinent into 6 ages. They are the Palaeolithic Age, the Mesolithic Age, the Neolithic Age, the Chalcolithic Age, the Copper Bronze Age, and the Iron Age. Out of all these ages, the Palaeolithic Age spanned over the longest time. The Palaeolithic Age is between 1500,000 BC and 10,000 BC. The Palaeolithic Age belongs to the Pleistocene epoch of the geological time scale. The rest of the ages belong to the Holocene epoch of the time scale. You can watch this video to learn more about the geological time scale. The Mesolithic Age is between 10,000 BC and 6,000 BC. The Neolithic Age is between 6,000 and 1,000 BC. The Chalcolithic Age is between 5,000 and 3,500 BC. The Copper Bronze Age is between 3,500 and 1,200 BC. The Iron Age is between 1,200 and 500 BC. Paleolithic Age. The word Paleolithic originates from the Greek words paleo, which means ancient, and lithos, which means stone. During the Paleolithic Age, ice covered most of the earth and the weather was freezing. In the tropical region where ice melted, the earliest species of men could exist. The Indian subcontinent, situated in the tropical region, had a climate good for living. Homo erectus roamed the Indian subcontinent since about 1.5 million years ago. They lived in open air, river valleys, caves, and rock shelters. Watch this video to know more about the archaic humans, Homo erectus. Occupations in Paleolithic Age. The Paleolithic people in India were food gatherers and hunters. They ate wild fruits and vegetables and hunted animals. The Paleolithic people could ignite fire. They did not know houses, pottery, or farming. They used rough stone tools like hand axes, choppers, blades, burings, and scrapers for hunting animals, butchering, and scrapping. Paleolithic divisions in India. The Paleolithic Age, being a very long time, is divided into 3 sub-ages. They are named the Lower Paleolithic Age, the Middle Paleolithic Age, and the Upper Paleolithic Age. The duration of the Lower Paleolithic Age is between 1500,000 BC and 100,000 BC. The Middle Paleolithic Age spans between 100,000 BC and 40,000 BC. The Upper Paleolithic Age covers the time between 40,000 BC and 10,000 BC. Ancient humans occupied the Indian subcontinent in the Paleolithic Age. You can see this on the map on the right side of your screen. Let us look closely at the 3 subdivisions of the Paleolithic Age. Lower Paleolithic Age. During the Paleolithic Age, the archaic humans, Homo erectus, lived in the Indian subcontinent since 1500,000 BC. They are also called the Narmada men. They were hunter-gatherers who kept moving for food. They used tools such as hand axes, choppers, and cleavers. They made these tools out of stones, bones, and wood. The tools were rough and heavy. Homo erectus had a hairy body. Anthropologists have found no clothing evidence in the sites where they lived. Perhaps they lived naked. They used to live in caves and rock shelters near river banks. Homo erectus sites in the Indian subcontinent during the Paleolithic Age are Son Valley, Pakistan, Narmada Valley and Bhimbetka in MP, Kaveri River Basin, the Thar Desert, Kashmir, Mewar Plains, Shivalik, Saurashtra, Gujarat, Deccan Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Belan Valley, UP, Atirampakkam in Tamil Nadu, Pinjore in Haryana, and Solan in Himachal Pradesh. Middle Paleolithic Age. The Middle Paleolithic Age began in the year 100,000 BC approximately. It ended in 40,000 BC. Experts believe that the archaic humans, Homo erectus, were present in the initial parts of this age. In around 70,000 BC, anatomically modern humans, Homo sapiens, entered into the Indian subcontinent. We are all Homo sapiens. The Middle Paleolithic people were still hunter-gatherers only, but their tools had become shorter and lighter. They made tools out of stone flakes, bones, and wood. Their tools often had handles made of wood or bones. These people were living in caves and rock shelters. The Middle Paleolithic Age people were creating cave paintings of animals. Human settlement sites belonging to this age are in Maharashtra, Narmada Valley and Bhimbetka in MP, Son Valley and Patwar Plateau in Pakistan, Luni Valley in Rajasthan, Tungabhadra Valley in Karnataka, Belan Valley in UP, and basins of Sabarmati, Mahi and Bhadar rivers in Gujarat. Middle Paleolithic Age and beginning of communication. The development of language-based communication in humans started with origin of speech in about 100,000 BC. By this time, the humans had FOXP2 gene mutation in place. The FOXP2 gene is understood to be responsible for speech. Experts consider cave paintings as the oldest proof of human communication, as it is not possible to create such paintings without communication. The oldest known cave painting in the world is in Chauvet Cave in France. It dates to about 30,000 BC in the Upper Paleolithic Age. The Amba Devi rock shelters in MP have the oldest cave paintings in India, dating back to 25,000 BC. Upper Paleolithic Age. The Upper Paleolithic people were hunter-gatherers who achieved marked improvements in tool making. Their tools were sharper and more efficient. They used stone and bone tools, including needles, harpoons, and blades sharp on both sides. They also made fishing tools. Human settlement sites belonging to this age are in Renigunta, Andhra Pradesh, Bhimbetka, Narmada Valley in MP, Son Valley, Pakistan, Chota Nagpur, Jharkhand, Belan Valley, UP, Maharashtra, Odisha, and Eastern Ghat. Upper Paleolithic people painted their cave walls. Some female figurines have been found in the Belan Valley, UP. Mesolithic Age. All the ages we have discussed so far belong to the Pleistocene epoch. The Mesolithic Age and subsequent ages belong to the Holocene epoch, the current epoch in the geological time scale. Around 10,000 BC, the climate became warm. It caused the melting of ice. It also brought changes in flora and fauna. The Mesolithic Age saw the domestication of dogs, sheep, goats, cows, and buffaloes in the Indian subcontinent. Mesolithic tools were smaller in size and they had better finish. They were also more geometric than the Paleolithic ones. Men used to go hunting and women would gather twigs, plants, and fruits. Human settlement sites belonging to the Mesolithic Age are in Bangor, Rajasthan, Krishna River Basin, Sarai Nahar Rai and Morhana Pahad in Uttar Pradesh, Bhimbetka and Adamgarh in Madhya Pradesh, and Chota Nagpur in Jharkhand. Neolithic Age. The Neolithic Age spans between 6000 BC and 1000 BC. The Neolithic Age saw the advent of agriculture. People cultivated land and grew corn, ragi, horse gram, cotton and fruits. The older occupations of cattle rearing, hunting and fishing continued. The new occupations of pottery and cotton spinning started. People used pots made of clay to store food. Pots baked on heat helped in cooking. Farming also required a new set of tools. There were microlithic tools made of polished stones. Polished tools made it easier to cultivate, hunt and perform other activities more efficiently. Farming made it possible to stay in one place. It brought in housing and settled life. The Neolithic people built houses with stones or bamboo sticks with thatched roof. Human settlement sites belonging to this age are in Bhirana, Haryana, Mehergarh, Pakistan, Belan Valley, Koldihwa and Mahagara in UP, Burzahom and Gufkral in Kashmir, Chirand in Bihar, and Brahmgiri, Maski and Hallur in Karnataka. The Neolithic Society. People became food producers. They produced large quantities of food. The storage of food began. It also gave them free time to devise new things and skills. New skills were pottery making baskets, carpentry, cotton spinning, etc. The Neolithic people wore clothes. The domestication of animals continued. In the Neolithic Age, a nomadic life turned into a joint tribal life. The Neolithic people were doing artwork on rocks. They also created some terracotta figurines. Neolithic people believed in life after death. They buried their dead with food items, ornaments, etc. It was the beginning of religion. Chalcolithic Age. The word Chalcolithic originates from the Greek words chakos, which means copper, and lithos, which means stone. Copper is a chemical element that is relatively easy to mine and refine. Mesopotamians were the first to extract and work with copper around 6000 to 5000 years ago. People in the Indian subcontinent started using tools made of copper in the Chalcolithic Age between 5000 and 3500 BC. Copper was easy to mend and it was not brittle. People used it in tools, pottery and weapons. Their wheel-made pottery had red and orange colors. They created motifs on their pots. People built houses of mud bricks, thatched roof, stone and wood. They grew wheat, barley, lentil, rice, gram and cotton in their fields. Chalcolithic people could weave cotton clothes. They were creating ornaments made of precious stones, shells and bones. They engaged in the occupations of farming, cattle rearing, hunting, fishing, pottery, carpentry and cloth making. People were specializing in their occupations. It led to the creation of a social structure and social inequities. Chiefs resided in larger houses while the commoners lived in small huts. They worshipped Bull, Mother Goddess, and fire. The sites of their settlement have been Giland and Ahar in Rajasthan, Malwa, Kaitha, and Narmada Valley in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, West Bengal, and the Ganga Basin. Copper Bronze Age. In Copper Bronze Age, people started using bronze in tool making, pottery, art, and decoration. Bronze is an alloy composed of copper and tin. Bronze is firmer than copper. Tools made of bronze are more durable than those made with copper. Copper Bronze Age saw the rise of the Indus Valley civilization in the northwestern region of the Indian subcontinent. The Indus Valley civilization is known for its elaborate town planning. The later part of the Copper Bronze Age witnessed the advent of the Vedic period around 1500 BC. Iron Age. 1200 to 500 BC is the time of the Iron Age in the Indian subcontinent. Iron Age people started making tools, weapons, pottery, farming equipment out of iron. These tools and equipments were the strongest and very durable. Have you ever thought why the Copper Age and the Bronze Age came earlier than the Iron Age? The temperature required to extract copper and tin from ore is lower than that needed to process iron from its ore. There are two theories about the origin of iron in India. One theory says iron came from outside India. The second is the indigenous origin theory. Popular religions in the Iron Age were Jainism, Buddhism, and Hinduism. The society had become more structured by this time. After the fall of the Indus Valley civilization, the first major civilization developed on the bank of the river Ganga. 16 Mahajanpadas arose in this period. Magad, Kaushal, Kashi, Panchal, Kaushambi, Hastinapur, and Avanti were some of those Mahajanpadas. You can see the location of the Janpadas on your screen on the map of ancient India. Time to end the video. I hope it was helpful to you. Thank you.